All right, back in Kenosha, we are with Grant Nykaza from Beecher High School in Illinois. 7th place today. Hey, talk about the strategy first.
We, as a pack, we went out very fast. I didn't know how long I'd be able to hold on to that pace, but eventually we'd all start slowing down. I was kind of trying to key off Michael Clevenger and Malachi, I really don't know how to pronounce his last name, but they weren't up there with us. But then as soon as they started about the mile and a half, they were right ahead of me. I was like, you know what, if I want to go to San Diego, I gotta hang with them as long as I can. And then there's a hill at about like the 2 1/4 maybe, and I actually made my move going up the hill instead of everyone were kind of slowed down, and I was about 15th place right there. And then, you know, it just hit me. I started thinking San Diego in my head, and, you know, I just gave it all I had. And
how were you feeling when you crossed the finish line?
It instantly hit me.
You knew you were in the top 10? Were you counting at that point?
Yeah, I knew. My dad told me that I was 15th, you know, like I said, and every person that I passed, I was counting. You know, I was like 14th, okay, and then there was a few guys ahead of me, and I was like, okay, now I'm 12th, and then, you know, I passed a group of 2, and then I knew I was 7th, and oh my goodness, I'm so excited.
I mean, it's a complete 180 from how you felt after state at the beginning of the month, and even Nike, where you were 9th place. Yeah. So talk about that a little bit.
At state, you know, obviously, and a lot of other runners know a thing called tapering.
Right.
I'm not the best taperer. You know, it's just in my head. I really can't taper. I feel like I run better running tired through the weeks. You know, I don't do like some tremendously hard workouts, but then to Nike, I ended up, you know, 9th place there, and then I got a 7th place here. But at the 2 1/2 at Nike, I didn't think I would have enough at the end, so I kind of slowed down, and I didn't want to die.
Right now at Nike, you went out kind of hard. You were with the
I was with the lead pack, and then no one wanted to take the lead, so me and Tyler ended up taking the lead. But yeah, I didn't think I would have enough, so I kind of slowed down, and then ended up having too much at the end. So then today, my plan was just, you know, I know I'm going to have a good finish, you know. So I got through the 2 1/2, half mile to go. I was like, you know, I got to do this, and you know, now I'm going to San Diego.
Yeah. And you're going to take a few weeks off after that, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm probably going to take close to a month off, and then probably 2 weeks off from running, and then after the 2 weeks, I'm probably going to swim, and then you know, I won't run that many miles, you know, because I don't want to get injured on the, you know, on the hard roads. Right. But, you know, I'm definitely going to do a lot of off-season, you know, non-running stuff. So, yeah, definitely resting after San Diego.
But first things first, San Diego in 2 weeks.
Definitely. Oh my goodness.